Welcome to the Educators in VR XR News Show, formerly News and Updates. In case you haven't noticed, it's 2025 and we are already off to a fabulous and frightening start.
Indeed. We've been invaded. AI has invaded the metaverse. Super artificial intelligence. I added a little bit.
And we are loving it.
Okay. Some are loving it, but some are worried, as they should be.
Yet, from what we've experienced so far in Engage, oh, the possibilities.
Our hearts also go out today to our friends and families in California, Rich and me, who have lost so much from the fires that swept through and continue to burn. Well, we haven't lost anything, but...
Oh, good. And to those living in the southern United States, finding snow in their yards for what might be the first time.
And that's Rich Moore. Lives are being lost from the hard freeze, and snow is sinking deep into the central and eastern side of the country. Please stay warm and be safe.
Mm-hmm. And that same polar vortex is pushing some intense storms across the Atlantic Ocean, and it's going to smash into the UK, France, Spain, and parts east as well.
Storms so intense, they've got names. So batten down the hatches, hunker down, and be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's our XR News weather forecast for today. Brought to you by Climate Deniers Are Us and your friendly neighborhood Flat Earth Society.
Yay, Flat Earth Society! I love it. Meanwhile, your XR news station is always on YouTube with live broadcasts currently scheduled for the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of the month. You know, weather affects all of us from every angle. Fires in California is weather of its own accord, and hurricanes and typhoons and snow and ice. We're all common out. Weather brings us together.
That's for
Huddling
sure.
For shelter, yes.
Yes.
And then after the news section, we're going to be opening up the mic to our live studio audience for a ChatVR segment. You all seem to be alive and kicking, right? How was your holiday, guys? We're going to hear from you later.
We have a great show planned, so sit back for now and relax. And remember, we have links to all the news stories we cover in our Educators in VR on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
All right, on to the XR industry news. Here we go. CES was the first week in January in Las Vegas, and AI was all the talk of the conference, with XR taking a backseat. Well, kinda. A few new headsets made an appearance, as did too many AR glasses and a 3D gaming monitor. We're going to cover these and more in our virtual hardware section of the show, so stay tuned.
AI made a big splash in Engage XR over the past few weeks, as enterprise customers, including Educators in VR, were given access to the new AI engine in Engage XR that drives the same AI historical characters we've been raving about for months.
Yesterday, the new Educators in VR AI characters made their debut in Engage XR. Our new EDVR Vera AI avatar is an experienced teacher, specializing in teaching teachers how to teach in VR, and very eager to share her knowledge and experience with you.
Now, a second AI designed for Educators in VR creative writing meetup led us on an interactive and inspiring session yesterday. I could talk about for the next 3 days and not stop. Oh my God! I know Steph was there, Lance and stuff, and Stands the Tree. It was absolutely stunning. They took our verbal prompts of descriptions of fictional environments and brought them to life as skyboxes, 360-degree photospheres. Attendees saw their prompts appear literally around them. First as a forest dense with fog where monsters may lurk, then an amazing coastal fortress on a rocky island.
One of the writers wanted to go inside the human brain to take an up-close look at the neurons and synapse. So we did. Then we asked, we just did. Then we asked the news to take us inside the brain of an AI. And no kidding, it did.
It was amazing. Absolutely gobsmacking, stunning.
Wow. Well, the Engage XR AI Skybox creation feature accepts voice commands and taps into the Blockade Skybox feature to generate its 360-degree photos. It was a life-changing experience for all, and educators in VR will be playing around with that more in their events. So stay tuned.
Last month, Engage XR announced their new Engage Champions program, an exclusive program that empowers digital innovators to unlock premium Engage features, advanced tools, training, and access private networking events for 3 months for free. Check out the details at engagevr.io and the Educators in VR website for more information.
Now, this I'm really excited about. An exhibit. I want to go. There's an exhibit inside the Whitney Museum of American Arts in New York City called Twin Quasar. It's a groundbreaking virtual reality art piece inspired by the James Webb Space Telescope. Ashley Zielinski's breathtaking art project explores gravitational lens effects on gravity on light from massive celestial objects that bend and warp the fabric of space-time all around them. It causes this amazing visual distortion. So she warped 2 paintings that were in the Whitney's collection that are actually inspired from space from the 1930s and turned them into 3D models that you can walk around and see how they change and shift your perspective. It's really, really amazing.
Wow. Well, so New York isn't in your travel schedule? The artwork is available on Monoverse for you to explore right now from your own computer. It takes a while to load, but it's fascinating and well worth the experience.
It was so cool.
Ooh.
Wow.
With the end of 2024 came new statistics, now back down to earth, and estimates on the global market, XR and the metaverse economic health. The global market for the metaverse and associated industries ranges now between 103 and 170 billion for 2025, way beyond expectations just 5 years ago.
It's amazing how that shifted. I mean, it was a big deal. It was just like 10 billion or something like that. Now it's in the 100 billions. Now, in the past year, the market value for last year was estimated to be around 120 billion. That's how far it's come. So we're on track. And by 2030, the number of users in the metaverse market, I call it, is expected to reach 2.6 million users with a market penetration predicted to be around 17.4% in 2025 and increasing to almost 40% in 2030. That's huge. I'm really excited about those numbers.
No surprise, though, to all of us. This growth is driven by increasing adoption of VR and AR technologies in educational settings, despite challenges such as the digital divide and content quality concerns.
Okay, so here are 2 news bits that we're really excited to share with you. First up is some scary news that we believe represents the biggest trend we will see this year, unfortunately.
35 years ago, the world's first ransomware attack hit the scene, disguised as an AIDS information floppy disk. Remember those? Created by Dr. Joseph Popp, this pioneering cybercrime targeted 20,000 unsuspecting victims, including the World Health Organization delegates. The attack encrypted file names and demanded up to $378 for a lifetime license. While primitive by today's standards, it caused significant damage, including wiping out 10 years of research in an Italian health organization.
Pop's subsequent arrest, it's just amazing. I'm glad that they we're being reminded of this, but still. Pop's subsequent arrest led to bizarre courtroom antics, clearly not healthy man, including wearing condoms on his nose.
Okay.
The audacious scheme marked the birth of ransomware, setting the stage for decades of digital extortion to come, impacting governments, power grids, hospitals, and other critical infrastructure systems, as well as the lives of individuals and businesses, including myself and many of us in this studio are living with the consequences of this.
On a happier historical note, scientists successfully revived ELIZA, the world's first chatbot, on December 21st of 2024. After discovering its original code in the archives of its creator, MIT computer scientist Joseph Weizenbaum, the ELIZA Archaeology Project, traced the 60-year-old chatbot's evolution from its inception as a simulated psychotherapist through various adaptations across early computer networks and programming languages. This resurrection offers valuable insights into the history of AI and human-computer interaction.
60 years old chatbot.
Oh,
Wow.
that brings back memories, though.
Oh, yeah. We've
Mhm.
shared. I really recommend that you all head to our Discord and read the article because it is. I had no idea that this chatbot is still being used today. It is infiltrated into everything that we're doing, including the AIs. It's just really amazing. 60 years old technology. So cool.
Oh, evolution.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meanwhile, in virtual hardware, as mentioned, augmented reality with some mixed reality was the talk of XR at CES. Let's look at some of the upcoming goodies.
So Meta plans to release the Oakley branded smart glasses and HUD glasses later in 2025 on their way to fully integrated AR glasses by 2027. That seems like a long time in the future. Along the way, well, with AI, we're going to have robots walking around our homes by the time Meta releases these glasses. Seriously.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah. But
I agree.
Yeah.
So anyway, along the way, the codenamed Supernova Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses features a camera in the center of the frame instead of the corners and is specifically aimed at cyclists and sports enthusiasts rather than the general users, starting a series of niche devices.
Now the hypernova, okay, wait a minute. We have the supernova, now we have the hypernova. Does anybody feel like they're being named after Walmarts? I don't know if y'all know this. There's a regular Walmart, there's a discount Walmart, there's a super Walmart, and there's a hyper Walmart. So I feel like this is a trend. So yeah, if you're in the Midwest, southern Midwest, you will see hyper Walmarts where the check stands, the numbers on the check stands actually go to infinity. I saw 3-digit checkout numbers. Anyway, yeah, it's so weird. Anyway, Hypernova will be their next generation Ray-Bans in the Orion AR series that will feature a display in the lower right lens for simple apps, smartphone notifications, and photo displays. I hope you can see through that right eye. Added features equals added costs. So these are likely to be just under US about $1,000. And Meta is also planning a wristband called Ceres to control the Supernova glasses. Wearables.
Pricey. VR headset news coming out of CES also featured the Kickstarter-inspired Play for Dream mixed reality headset from China, and it was a big hit with XR fans. Competing with the Apple Vision Pro, it has the same high-end specs, and the reviews are amazing. A crossover between the Vision Pro and the Quest Pro, expected in March, priced at just under $2,000.
Wow. Sony's XR headset is being targeted to animators and game designers for spatial content creation rather than for consumers. The prototype and XRN brand of software and hardware solutions for spatial capture are ready for taking photogrammetry and photorealistic gaming and enterprising projects to the next level.
Well, NVIDIA is still putting the metaverse in its line of sight for top quality graphics solutions. We don't have time in this news show to cover all that they are doing, but we encourage you to track the news coming out of the powerhouse graphics company as they really are designing the multiverse future of technology.
Samsung is taking us closer and closer to the Star Trek holodeck of our dreams with an immersive 3D gaming experience without the need for 3D glasses or headsets.
Wow. I have 2 Odyssey monitors, so this is going to be amazing to see what they do with this. It has eyeball tracking gaming monitor that claims to deliver unparalleled 3D experience as part of the Odyssey 3D monitor series. Mine's not 3D. Wish it was. With a front-mounted lenticular lens, stereo camera, eye tracking, combined with a light field display that creates the 3D effect.
Wow. That's the way it tricks your brain into thinking the image beamed into your eyes has artificial depth. Not totally a holodeck, just a crazy step forward in 2D desktop VR.
Mm-hmm. What one? What one? Okay. I'll wait for next generation, but yeah, what? All right. Now, I'm sure that some of you have either experienced or heard about the crazy rash of bricked Quest headsets, especially the Quest 2, over the holidays. Well, they finally tracked down the cause. Yeah, they tracked down the cause to a 4-year-old bug. A security patch released by Meta caused a conflict, and boom, bricked headsets.
It's a rare bug in the Android file system that could cause file corruption during read-write operations. The bug has been fixed, and the next firmware update will work and cause no more problems. Oh, we hope. Were you affected? We'd love to hear your story if you're at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's have a little bit of XR app news. So many of us took advantage of the sales during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday sales, and after New Year's deals. We bought hardware, apps, games, and took advantage of the great savings on Unity assets and objects from Unity, CG traders, and other markets. We want to hear what sales you took advantage of later on in the show.
But now we want to celebrate some of the interesting new apps that are out there. Lovesick has my attention. It's on the wish list for the March. You can add it to your wish list for the March release, and it's expected to literally rock our worlds. I mean, literally. In Lovesick, you take the role of a bassist called Sam in a current day rock band. Your band members have then been imprisoned by the supernatural feedback and taken back to the days where analog meets early digital recording of performances in the 1990s.
Oh, wow. You have to help your teammates solve problems in strange and fun situations to get the band back together, to escape and return to the present. It's a fun and novel game from the look of it.
I think it's going to be too much fun.
What? No hot tub?
I think so.
It's just crazy.
The self-guided app OVRcom, I don't know how you really pronounce that, OVRcom, is being tested and studied in a research project in New Zealand. And so far, it has been found to help patients with symptoms of social anxiety use cognitive behavioral therapy in the app to manage anxiety with breathing exercises and thought reframing.
Cool.
We've long known that VR is a powerful tool for the neurodiverse. We hope this app will be available for consumers, as we all need this kind of mental health care lessons.
True.
Sign me up.
No kidding, me too.
Me too, me three. Gorilla Tag is in the news for a very strange way. In a very strange way. An article on Kotaku reports that the author introduced their son to Gorilla Tag, and now he's reporting that he and his friends are hearing ghosts.
Okay,
Ooh.
ghosts. Karen, Steph, tell me you're kidding. This is not real, right? They're hearing ghosts.
Steph, let's hear.
Like she said,
oh, God.
ghosts. Okay, but let's be clear about this. There are no ghosts in Gorilla Tag, but
You
there
sure?
are. Well, so far as we can prove, all right. In the minds of the children playing it, there are. According to the author, the game is so simple, so completely innocuous, with no internal narrative going on. The kids make up their own stories. Thus, to quote, "It's a blank canvas on which rumors can be created, spread among its players, and then amplified by YouTube, whatever." One fan-made wiki reports that there are over 1,000 named ghosts believed to be inside Gorilla Tag.
Wow.
They just aren't there, and they aren't real. These are stories made by the kids. It's a fascinating article, and we've shared it in our social media channels and Discord. So join the conversation there. If you have
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
All
the
right.
kids just make this up because they got nothing else better to do, and the other kids believe them. I think this is cool.
Well, adults believe a lot of stuff too, right?
Oh, yes. Don't even get me started. Yes, indeed.
All right. So from ghosts to VR events, and they're not that far away from each other. So the year has barely started, and many conferences have already come and gone. Here's a summary of what's coming soon.
Take a deep breath. The Mobile World Conference in March in Barcelona is one of the largest events focused on the mobile industry, which includes AR and VR. Get your tickets now.
March 8th through the
Yes.
12th is the IEEE VR 2025 conference. It's an international, the international organization's VR conference in Saint Malo or San Malo, I'm not sure, in France this year. Since 1993, the conference has been a showcase for some of the most innovative and groundbreaking research and technology.
The Game Developers Conference 2025 is March 17th to the 21st for those dedicated to the art form. Over 30,000 attendees from around the world, and they make it the largest networking events of its kind.
Wow. The XR Expo in Germany grows every year. It's back May 8th and 9th with the same great speakers and showcases.
Now, South by Southwest, we're jumping around a little bit in the calendar, is also in March. South by Southwest, we call it South by for those who've been there and know it, has become a folk festival for tech as it turns Austin, Texas into a mega mecca for emerging technology, app releases, and more. It's March 7th through the 15th. Get your tickets in advance if you're going, because it often will sell out pretty early. If you haven't been, consider it. But mask up and go with an experienced South by friend, because it is so huge it can be absolutely confusing, and there are all kinds of pop-up events that happen over the whole city. Becomes a giant festival ground. So go with a friend if you're doing for the first time.
Laval Virtual is April 9th through the 11th. That's hosted in Laval, France. It brings together businesses, educational organizations, and startups from around the world with the latest in XR technology since 1999.
And June 10th through 12th is AWE XR right here in Fire, Los Angeles. I was trying to think of another word, but
flaming. When you say
flaming
Los Angeles,
flaming. Oh
yeah,
yes,
but
much better.
That sounds a little weird to say flaming Los Angeles. Okay. All right, now the last one is Birmingham, UK as a destination for ICVARS, ICVARS, which for 2025, it is in July 25th and the 26th. It's the 9th year of this international conference. Last year it was in Australia, and it covers VR and AR simulations. Really focuses in on the simulations as their main thing. Now, if you're a researcher, if you have a product, if you whatever, their proposals deadline is March 1st. So get rolling if you wish to have your project highlighted there.
And we'll have more XR conferences for your travel plans coming up on our next show.
Yeah.
Many educators in VR events coming up are 2 photogrammetry courses that launched last week with free intros, but you can catch up quickly Saturday and Sunday for the full courses. Photography or photogrammetry with phone is the intro you need to open up a new world of 3D models with your phones. Splats with phones explores the power of Gaussian splats. Both classes usually fill up, but there are a few spots left, so sign up now.
Yeah, and Jeff Cock is in the audience here, who's the teacher there, and
Hey,
it is
Mark.
way too much fun. I know Steph has taken it. Karen, have you taken it yet?
Not yet.
Oh, now is the time.
To.
Now is the time, because
Definitely.
he's going to be taking a break pretty soon, and it's going to be a while.
Oh, wow.
So jump if you're going to do it.
Okay. So also check out Rachel D's 2 Recharge with Rachel D events a week ago, Tuesdays in VR chat and Wednesdays in Engage XR. Now more than ever, we need to take a break every week to breathe, relax, stretch, and reassess our work and lives. The sessions are free and open to all.
Oh, they are so relaxing.
Oh, they're wonderful. I live for it every week. And there's twice a week you get to choose from. Now, Tom Nickel just ended his amazing The Matter with Things sessions last month, and he explored the neuroscience of how we perceive the world around us. So this PhD brilliant man is teaming up with Educators in VR to produce a new series starting in a couple months. I cannot wait for it. I am so excited about it. That continues his innovative work into exploring death and dying. What he does is groundbreaking.
Ooh, wow.
The new project is called Design for Dying. And it is expected to be even more exciting than ever before as he delves into our rituals, traditions, thoughts, and feelings in and around something that will happen to all of us. Death is guaranteed.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? You got to do both. You got to pay both of them.
Yeah, you do. Educators in VR also sponsors world tours every Sunday with the Cadets Metaverse and VR Chat. Also, Rich Moore's tour Saturday night for PC VR. Join their VR Chat group for updates and news. It has many fun events across multiple platforms, so check them out.
The AI team with Educators in VR is developing a series of special events exploring AI and XR. Stay tuned for more news on that soon.
They're also holding the new weekly meetups for VR developers. The Educators in VR Unity Work Group will help world builders go through the Unity Learn program and work toward certification and up their Unity skills in general. It should launch in February.
Educators in VR is now hosting 2 other events a week. Their immersive education team is meeting Tuesdays in Engage and Wednesdays in VR Chat. They have a variety of event topics that they are covering, so check out their schedule regularly.
Join Educators in VR and VR Chat to get the latest news and updates and attend our events.
Mm-hmm. Now, and our next meeting is actually 1 hour after this finishes. That's in VR Chat, so get ready. It's our first session that's coming up, and look at all you wonderful people that showed up. Lovely. So glad you're here. Well, this is our chat time where we're going to open up the floor. You can unmute yourself, and we want to hear. First of all, we want to make sure that everybody's okay from the California fires and the snow and the ice and all the stuff that's going on. But we want to hear how you spent your money over the holidays. And I talked to a lot of friends, I'm sure Steph and Karen, you did too, where they said they needed to buy a new computer, they needed to buy a new headset, they needed this, needed to get all these things because they're actually paranoid about all the tariffs that are coming in for those that live in the United States. And they expect costs to just skyrocket. And
availability too.
Yeah, and availability to become harder and stuff. Did you hear the same things?
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I bought a new cordless stick vacuum, and I didn't go XR. I bought some. All right, I did buy some Unity stuff, but I got an upright freezer and a vac because and a few other odds and ends because I knew a little portable mini PC because I knew those costs were going to go up too. So yeah, I had the paranoia. The mini PC I have set up so I can travel and I can hook it up to monitors because I stay with my folks and my family that have monitors, so I can come in 2D. It's set up only to run Engage and the barest stuff. And VR Chat, and so Steam, VR Chat, Engage on a mini PC less than $200. Very cool. So
wow.
that was the one thing I got so I could work in 2D while I travel instead of on my laptop. So we'd love to hear from y'all. So Karen, did you get anything in anticipation?
Well, I did buy a new Mac because this one I have here, there's a ghost inside the machine that makes semicolons. So.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. I forgot about the semicolon ghost. Good for you. How's it working? How's the new one working?
Well, I haven't really had a chance to set it up yet. So, but yeah, when I get around to it. So I'm still living with my semicolons for now.
Many notice floating by today, so.
Yeah. It just reminds me, my dad had colon cancer and he had part of his colon removed, and he just walked around. He was so proud saying, oh, this is years ago. He's so proud. He loved telling people that he used to be a colon, now he was a semicolon. And it's like, oh, Dad, please.
That's where you got
so
your humor
awful.
from, Laurel.
Oh, I did. A little bit of gross. Steph, did you get anything?
A couple of odds and ends, but mainly I went in for a mini Mac, the new M4, and it is super fast and very great for doing music with. And I still have a little extra hard drive space, but that's coming soon. So I'm quite impressed with how fast and solid and little this tiny thing is. I mean, computers used to take up half the room, and now look at them.
No kidding. I know.
Mm-hmm.
The mini Windows PC that I got will literally, it's square, but its width is about the width of a slightly like a smaller regular hardback book, and it just fits right in my hand, and I could put it in my pocket. I'm like, that is so cool.
Mm.
Cool. I love it. How about the rest of you? Well, yeah. Steph, what?
It
Yeah.
dates us, I know, but boy, you really
Yeah.
do. When you've lived through all the other iterations, you can really appreciate these tiny little amazing gems.
Oh, yeah, you do. You're exactly right on that. All right. So what about the rest of you? Mark, I'd love to know, did you invest in it? Well, you're in the UK. You don't have to worry about those things too much, right?
No, not so much on the tariffs yet. But yes, I've spent much too much money.
What'd you get?
I got a laptop which has one of those 3D monitors that you showed, that the Samsung 3D type monitor. I got an Acer one, which meant that I can attend the New York stereoscopy meetings, and when they put up their stereoscopic pictures, which you're meant to wear strange glasses for, I don't have to wear glasses. The screen just does it for me.
Now, is it 3D all the time, or it'll?
No, you have to ask it to be 3D. So you have to switch on the mode on and off.
To use this when you're traveling and everything else, and still get that 3D.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's going to be in. Depends what luggage allowance my wife allows me when we ship to Malta. But about 3 kilos of tech wasn't enough last time, so it's going to have to be more. It's
you can buy clothes there. You don't need clothes. You can buy toiletries and clothes when you get there.
That's for stuff tech you can't buy. Lots of good stuff. Now, the best thing I bought, which was in fact surprisingly cheap, was a tiny thermal printer, about the size of a tennis ball, and it sort of Bluetooth to your phone, so you can print anything you see in your phone screen to the thermal printer, and it prints out. In effect, it prints out labels, because stuff in our house, we have no idea what are in the boxes anyway. You say we should label these things, So I could quickly type, old junk, print it out and stick the label onto the box, and it's just so much fun. I got it for a young 12-year-old I know, and I gave him that for Christmas, and he just protects it. He doesn't let the rest of his family use it, apparently.
Wow. I got one for myself, and I love it because I'm labeling folders, I'm doing all kinds of things, and it hooks Bluetooth right to my phone. It's just brilliant. So I got one from my mother last year for Christmas, because she's OCD. She labels everything, and she was frustrated because she'd have to label, because her OCD she has ADHD as well, and she would actually be in a closet and go, I need to put labels on these things. She'd sort everything, get it all organized. She'd write it, and then she'd walk back to her office holding it in her head instead of writing it down. And because it was tied, her label maker was tied to her computer that I got her many, many years ago, USB. And by the time she got there, 15 things would have distracted her. And she then would forget all about it. And so she was so frustrated with it. So I bought her one of these. It was just slightly larger than mine, because she likes to do big labels. And within a month, she dragged it around the house, and she put it somewhere and now cannot find it. It's been months. She's looking for it because she just gets distracted with, oh, we can do this. Oh, forgot to do. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I forgot shiny object syndrome. So I'm going to buy her. It's cheap enough. I decided that I was going to get her another one. So I love it. That's awesome, Mark.
She'll find it and she'll label it version 1.
Version 1 and version 2. All right. Kamar, how about you? What did you get? Did you spend any money? Did you get anything cool?
I spent too much money. Is that such a thing? But yeah, when it comes to toys.
Oh yeah, we all do.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I didn't know. So I mentioned a little bit before, but so I bought a gimbal for the photo classes that I'm taking.
The
Mark is
photogrammetry.
taking.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I have a cool one of those, and then I mentioned before, but I have haptics, so it's all on my brain, and so I bought the haptics vest and the sleeves, and then I got the gloves, and then you have to have software for that to make it work, which it comes with, but then it's like, oh no, I need an avatar. So then I go and I buy an avatar, and then I'm like trying to figure out how to code it. So now I'm going to learn Unity, and it just blossomed into this like huge thing.
I love it. I love it.
So I'm totally
wonderful.
immersed. And
that is wonderful.
I'm looking forward to, I've been learning about AI, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to different languages in AI in our headsets so that I could talk to other people in other languages. So I'm hoping I can purchase something like that this coming year.
It's being built into it, more and more things too. So
yeah.
Awesome. Now, before we get to the next person, I need to report on something live. Karen, your semicolon
sorry.
script.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh no! Oh dear.
So this is what our new script looks like behind the scenes. This is indeed her semicolon, and it's going on, and it's done like 18 pages of semicolons while we've been talking. So anyway, hopefully it will stop soon, but that's what it looks like. Okay, so back to the
Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's just I'm just thinking, wow,
we just have to kind of chase our lines down this page after.
Yeah, it just cracked us up. So there you go, live. All right, what else did y'all get? Where did you spend money on? Where did you put your energy? Anyone else? Don, Delphine, anybody? Tessa? Just unmute and let us know. And Rich, how about you? Did you spend any money on it? On anything joyous besides me teleporting across the planet? Yeah.
There you are.
Let me in, Lance. Let me in.
Now she's trapped in the audience.
I know I'm trapped. Lance, let me in. He'll hit the button. All right. Anyway, Rich, what about you? You want to mute and let us know? As I try to get past our barrier.
He might be AFK, Laurel.
Okay.
Oh, here he comes.
All right.
Here he comes.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm
Rich.
sorry. What was the question?
Okay. Thank you, Lance. Did you spend any money on some cool tech or something over the holidays? Did you get anything XR tech or otherwise?
No. Not really. I ain't really getting.
Okay.
It was everything for my kids. My kids got.
Rich, tell them about that cool Disney snow show, ice show you took your family to.
Oh yeah, I took my kids to Disney on Ice to see Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all the Disney characters. It was fun. They had fun. They very was excited about it. And
that was one of my favorite things when I was a kid.
I bet.
Yeah. So.
Cool. That's worthy of some dollars.
Yeah. No, that's fabulous. How about the rest of you? Anybody else? Dance with Trees, did you get the AR glasses that you were looking at? Or some other goodies? You got a lot of your goodies before the holidays.
So I did actually. I bit the bullet and I purchased actually 2 pairs. One was I got the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, and I also got another one that was made by a company, Venture or Ventour or something, that basically is just a glorified external computer monitor, or pair of glasses that it's just a computer monitor. But I tried it out with some of my gaming, and it's not that bad. So
Hey.
Cool.
So you could you say that they're goodbye? Should people be getting that, or?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the case. I would say it depends on the case use. Unfortunately, the XR glasses are not at the level where I want them to be yet. I want the Pokemon Go, like the augmented reality being projected onto the glasses, and it's not quite there yet. So.
It's
how I would.
there,
Yeah, it's getting there. How I would love to be able to play Ingress. I don't play Pokemon Go, just bores me. Just my thing, not interested. But I love Ingress, and so I would love to be able to play with the glasses. I think that would be really fun because Ingress is designed to, for those who haven't played Ingress Prime, it's been out for like, I don't know, 14 years or more.
Oh, wow.
It's for a long time, but it highlights landmarks and historical landmarks and things around your community. And if you're traveling, oh my God, I found the coolest things. I don't need a tour guide, man. I just put on Ingress and I walk, and I find the coolest things around. And it shows they're working on doing 3D spatial recordings and things like that of different videos and things that are overlay. But you get to see photographs and things that people have uploaded and read the stories about these historical sites as you wander around and play the game. And so I would love AR glasses to play Ingress, but it's not quite ready yet for prime time, right?
Matthew?
No, not quite. I'm sure, I don't know. Hopefully it won't be much longer. The one thing I do like about the Meta glasses, though, is that they replaced my AirPods. I found that using the AirPods with my iPhone, they kept falling into my ears, and and of course, they're easy to lose that way. But with the glasses, it was much better, right? I can do all the things I do with my AirPods with the glasses. So
is it bone conduction, or it's just has a limited audio? How do they work?
Okay, so it's not bone conduction. There's a microphone and a speaker in the glasses.
In the frames.
In the frames, yeah. And but the audio is very, very directional, and it can't be heard. If somebody's standing next to me, they can't hear it. So
cool.
Would you say that a parrot on your shoulder would be able to hear it?
No, maybe. Toby might be able to hear it if you had it.
Because Toby goes in for those snuggles, so maybe, yeah. So I just love it.
Of things that are in one's ear too.
Yes.
As in run away with them.
Yes, I can imagine. Oh, Toby's hysterical. Wonderful. Thank you. Anyone else want to talk about their goodies that they picked up? Just unmute and let us know. Peter, do you want to share?
Okay, there is not really much to share, but actually I wasn't really planning to buy anything for Christmas, but just 5 days before Christmas Eve, I had to go to dentist and get my tooth pulled out. And I spent 10 days on, and I spent 10 days on painkiller and antibiotics. And so I was quite often on my mobile, which is like 3 years old, Pixel 6, and it was getting like, slower and stuff. And I was really not planning to buy anything because I'm trying to spend a lot of money this year on traveling. But the being in bed with the painkillers and stuff, and we were like, oh, this mobile is so slow and so blah 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 blah. So I was like, no, I need to make some something to make me cheer up. So I bought the Pixel 9, and I'm quite excited, and it's better than I thought. So.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations!
Nice.
That was worth doing.
And is the AI integrated into it?
Yes, and I was a little bit worried because I was reading some like on Reddit and stuff that it's not working fully in EU at the moment, but so far no issues. It was like quite surprising. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just 2 years ago. Gosh, I can't believe it's been 2 years. It's been a year and a half, something like that. I got the Samsung 24 right after it. 24S Ultra as soon as it came out, and then for Christmas my husband got the same phone because his went, and it's like a bridge phone. It's semi AI. It's not completely AI, but the 25S is coming out, and it's like, ooh, I'm starting to lust. I don't need it, but I'm lusting, and so they're luring me like free upgrade as long as you pay for extra goodies. And I'm like, wait a minute, what's free about paying extra goodies in order to get? So I don't know. We'll see. I don't need it, but that's that lust business that keeps us spending money. Yay! All right. Oh, I'm so sorry about the tooth thing, but you got a new phone out of it. In a weird sort of way. Yeah, I was really frustrated in the early days before COVID and stuff. I had pneumonia, and I had to just lay down and stuff like that. And I couldn't use my headset because it doesn't recognize. Now they do. Recently, they have it, so you have a lay down mode. But then you couldn't, and so your head would always be looking all weird if you do it in VR. It was just awful. So I ended up buying some cheap glasses that they've been around for like the 1950s or 60s, where you put the glasses on, have mirrors on them, and they allow you to lay flat and see something that is positioned across your body. I don't know how to explain these things. Anybody know what these are called?
Like wearing a couple of prisms over your eyes.
Yeah. Anyway, they didn't work with a VR headset, but I was trying. But you'd be really surprised how many
good pictures to see.
Oh, they were hysterical. Yeah. I probably still have them. Yeah, I do have them somewhere. It's really funny. Anyway, I love it. All right. Well, boy, it sounds like many of you got some really cool stuff. New phones, new toys, new computers, new all kinds of things. We're eager, Karen, to have you get your computer all set up and ready to go so that you're not semicolon.
So we don't have an attack of the semicolons anymore.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing. My whole screen is.
What's beautiful is that I was so traumatized by it last, because it went on it's been going on for quite a while. I have actually forgot about it. So
I moved my cursor to another application. So
yeah. You become the semicolon expert. Anyway, so let's wrap this silliness up, you all. And okay, if you're ready, Steph, it's all you.
All righty. XR News is produced by Educators in VR and our XR News volunteer team.
Yay.
The second and fourth weeks of the month here in Engage XR.
Okay, I'm.
Are you? She's semicolon again.
Here we go. Okay, I hope this is right, B. Each of our shows is filmed for YouTube and will soon add live streaming to our Educators in VR YouTube channel, Twitch, Discord, and more.
Now, to keep up with all of our silliness and the news from around the metaverse, in the meantime, join our Educators in VR Discord at discord.me/educatorsinvr. It's where you'll find links to the news we highlight in the show and more on the metaverse and immersive education. We're also on Facebook, LinkedIn, other social media platforms to help you stay informed. Want to let you know that we also, I was going to add this in the script, so sorry, ladies, I forgot. Once again, Facebook and all things associated with it is on the hit list for a lot of people who are being really conscious and proactive about protecting themselves for security, but also taking a stand against some of the political things that are happening. We have informed the people on our Facebook group that they are welcome to join us on other platforms. The other we're all over the place. And but if the number of people quitting Facebook is actually drops to a low enough level, we will close it out of respect for their democratic decision. So just be aware, don't feel like you have to stay on Facebook if you don't want to because of our group or any other reason. Want to make sure that other groups and other organizations are setting up accounts elsewhere. And if that is an important decision to you, we will honor it. So I just want to let you know there's a lot of concern. Now, there always is. Whenever there's some kind of a flap or something, people go, well, I'm getting off Facebook. But when my mother informed me, my 87-year-old mother informed me that informed the world that she was quitting Facebook, I was gobsmacked because I personally have been off it for many years. And I'm only on there professionally. But I was absolutely gobsmacked and pissed because now I can't keep track of her because that's how I kept track of her before. On Facebook, I'm like, how can I keep up with what she's doing? And so anyway, but if you choose to make that choice, that is up to you, and we will respect it, just letting you know. All right, so on to the rest of the stuff. There are alternatives, absolutely, and Steph has gone off to a bunch of them already. Good on you.
Well, I'm still sticking with Facebook for the time being, simply because I want to still have a voice for the time being in that forum, and there are people that kind of rely on me there. It has kind of replaced the obituary page for finding out whether you're still alive, if you know what I mean. So,
okay. All right. That's why I'm tracking my mother.
Indeed. So, on that lovely note, each show will offer an opportunity for one of our community members to share their expertise and experiences. Coming up next time, we will feature Karen VR and Lance from the Cadets Metaverse to share their insights in leading such a huge and diverse community.
In future episodes, Nico and Shuchu will talk to us about world building that redefines our perspective in our lives. Oh, amazing. Evgenia Simmons will be here soon talking about her Vertex Form 3D program that is, I think it's going to be revolutionary. It makes building apps in Unity so simple and so easy, really exciting. And Paul Simon will be here soon from the Africa VR Campus and Center to share his story. So many, many others.
Teacher, not the musician.
If you'd like to join us for a 15 to 20-minute interview and discussion session, please contact us and let us know. We'd love highlighting our community.
Now remember, we cannot do this without you and your support. We also can't do it without the generous work of the XR news industry. We credit these sources each week who bring us all of the news, so thank you to them and to you.
Remember, you guys are the reason we do the XR News Show. Until next time, stand up, stand tough, and most of all, in these amazing, uncertain times, please, please be safe wherever you are in the world.
Yay!
And I forgot how to send up hearts from my
number
we
8
did a thing from your wrist. Yay! There stands the trees. We did a thing. All right.